If you want to know how I achieved this knotless boss braid with wool, yarn, yeye wool, anyone you want to call it, please stay tuned. Welcome or welcome back to the channel. So we're going to be achieving a knotless boss braid today using this pack of wool that you're seeing. This wool is known as yeye wool. It's just like baby wool. It's not the Brazilian wool. So this is what the wool looks like. See the name on the body, yeye wool. And we are going to be using this S-block gel to part the hair. I've not tried it before. It's actually my first one, but this is what it looks like. It's very thick. Then the next thing we're going to be using is this rat tail comb to part the hair. I'm going to be using this mini comb to detangle the hair, then my hair butter and my hair oil. So first thing you need to do is to roll the wool. Like if you have someone, the person can help you hold the other end of the wool, but if you don't have, you can roll it on your leg just the way I am doing. So before you roll, make sure you don't roll too much so that you'll be able to get the length. Roll a little, then use it to measure, maybe braid one, so you can get the length you want. If it's too short, you can increase the length. If it's too long, you can reduce the length when you're rolling the next set. After rolling, you just go ahead and cut one end of it, not the other end, one end of it, not two ends. So this is what you get after you cut the hair. You can see that it's very long. Then I'm going to be using 5 for this hair. So I'm going to be sharing the wool that I will use for the hair. So I'm using 5 each. Then I went ahead to prep the hair. I use water, leave-in conditioner, and my hair oils and my hair butter. Then after that, I go in with my parting. I started by parting the back. I like to part the back starting from the beginning of the ear to the other ear. So that way I'll get the base before I'll be able to be styling the other knot. Then I'm using this braiding gel to get a clean part. After that, I will start braiding the hair. So what I do, I just start with like I'm doing normal boss braid. Then after 2 coaches, I will add the wool, 5 of the wool that I've already brought out. I will pick one end of it with my index finger, and then on the second turning, I'll pick the second end of it. You can see what I'm doing. I don't know if you guys understand what I'm saying. So this is the second end, and I'm only using my index finger to pick all the wool once it gets to the turn. So when you put it, you pick one end at the first putting. Then when you braid it, and you pick the other end of the wool so that you get the other end of the wool. So that's how you get the knotless braid. Knotless braid is just like you will not have any knot at the root of the hair. That's what it means to have a knotless braid. So when you get the desired size you like, you can just braid it down. So this was the first one I did. I did like 15. That's 5, 3 times. I wanted to know if I would like the size that I want, the size of the I wanted to know if I would like the size when I finish braiding that one. So what I did, because I'm making my own very long, once it's too long that I can't hold it, I'll just put it in my mouth and braid it down, like down to the length I want. So as I'm braiding, I keep measuring the length to be sure it is where I want it to be. So once I have achieved my desired length, I'll go ahead and take maybe 2 or 3 strands of the wool and make a knot at the end so it doesn't loosen up. That's what I'm going to be doing. That's what I'm trying to do here, like this. And this is what it looks like. And this is the root. This is what the hair looks like after braid. So I realized that the size was a little too small for what I wanted. I wanted it to be a little big, not too big, but so I decided to increase the wool now. So we continue with the same step. I'll share the hair into 3 equal parts when I cut. Then I'll braid it just like this. When it gets to the second one, I will just pick 5 wool and I'll pick it with my index finger, braid one side of the wool, pull the other one up just the way I'm doing. On the second turn, I'll pick the second one with still the same index finger. Then I'll braid it down. I'll pick another one and add and pick it with my index finger as well. And pull the one leg up so that I don't mess it up. I'll braid that one down. The second turn, I'll pick the remaining part of the wool with the same index finger. I'm using my index finger to pick all my wool. So there are so many patterns of making knotless braid. This is the easiest pattern for me, especially when I'm making the hair for myself. I'm making my hair myself. It's easier for me to do. And guys, braiding the back of the hair, like parting the back of the hair, was the most difficult part for me in this braid, because as I was trying to do this, my mirror broke. I wasn't seeing, so I had to make use of my phone and my ring light mirror, which was very small, so the part wasn't so neat, but it's still okay, right? So when I get to finish adding all the extensions, I'll just flip my hand over and then start braiding it. Then what I do is when I braid to a point where my hair stopped, I will loosen up the braid. I will not make it very tight. I will, as in, to be very, very loose. Unlike the roots of the hair, you can see how loose it is. I'll make the braid loose. So I'll lose the braid. I'll lose my hand as I'm braiding down the hair. And when I braid, so I'll be checking the length with the first one that I made, so that I will be sure they are on the same length. Once you get to the length as I want, I'll just do the same method of tying. Take some strands of the wool and tie it around it and make a knot, a small knot around there. So this is what I continued to do. If you're making this hair, if you want the thing to be big, you can increase the size of the wool. But me, I'm using 25 for each of the braids, like 25. That's, I add the wool 5 times, like first 5, I add the first coach 5, second coach 5, third coach 5. The places I use more than 25 means either the wool, maybe the length didn't get to the original length of the others. I will try to add some wool down just to make sure I get the length I want, so that some of them doesn't go up, or while some of them are too short. So I'm just trying to show you guys how I'm doing the back of the hair. So this hair, I started this hair on a Sunday evening after all the Sunday palaver. I decided to start this braid that day. So I didn't finish it that day. I had to like carry it over. You can see how loose the hair is looking. I had to like carry it over to the next day. And then I continued on the hair making. If I had started it earlier, and if I didn't have plenty distraction like my kids and every other person in the house asking for this or that, maybe I would have finished the hair that same Sunday. So if you're starting the hair, you should start it earlier so you'll be able to finish it that day, unless you just want to make some, then continue the next day, just like the way I did. So I wanted to get this knotless braid at the market. They were telling me I should pay 12,500 naira. I'm like, what? I say no. I decided to do it myself, because it's just because of time that's making me like go to the market to make hair. If not, what's here? So you too can do it. Just keep practicing. You can just start by practicing. Maybe before the day you want to make the hair, you start practicing with your hair. Get some wool or attachment. Be using it to do practice. So when you lose it, before you know it, your hands will be strong on how to pick and drop the hair, and you find out that this knotless braid is very, very easy to make. So I just continued the same way, the same process, the same method, the same number of wool. I continue. And another thing, try to make sure before you start making the hair, you have already counted out your wool, like the 5 into 25 pieces. You can make it 5, make it into stencils, so that even when you need to add hair along the line, you will not need to pause the hair and start picking another 5. So that's what helped me. I will just count. I will just keep a chair close by. I will count the 25, 25, first 25, then I'll add another 25, just 5, 5, 5 into 10 places. So it's easier for me to pick. When I finish each one, I'll bring out another wool before I start making this next braid. I hope you guys are understanding this thing that I'm trying to show you guys, and I hope you're enjoying the video. Please don't forget to give it a thumbs up. If it's your first time stopping by this channel, my name is Noni. Don't forget to subscribe, turn on the post notification, and like this video and share this video to anyone. It will be helpful too. To my returning subscribers, welcome back, guys. I appreciate each and every one of you, and all the love and support, all the watch, share, likes, everything. I appreciate you guys. And guys, we are almost at 3,000 subscribers, so make it happen. Yay! Thank you guys so much for the love and support, and all those that shares my video. God bless you immensely. So yeah, I just continue doing the same process in making the hair. So this hair, I would have used Brazilian wool, but whenever I use Brazilian wool to make my hair, I feel like it dries out my hair, and it has a lot of weight, like it weighs my hair down. So guys, I'm done with the hair. This is what the hair looks like after making, and this is what the back look like. So the next step is to trim the hair. You can see that when I was tying it, I was not cutting. So it's now time to cut it. As I'm cutting it, I'll be measuring it again to be sure that all of them are on the same length. No one is longer than anyone. I know we might not get all of them being on, but let the difference not be much. After that, I'll go ahead. After cutting is like this, then after that, I'll go ahead and bond the tip, the place I cut, so that it will look neat and form a knot there. So I would suggest, if you're trying to bond the wool, keep water close by. Before you press them out, dip your hand inside water, then roll it on the wool. If not, you are going to burn yourself, because I burnt myself while trying to do this. So you keep water close by, and once you finish, you use your hand and touch so this is what the hair looks like after cotton. The hair is fine now. If you want it to be this bulky, this full, you can stop here. But me, I wanted it to be very flat and very simple. I want the hair to soak it in hot water so that it will be flatter and it will be smaller, like not really small, but it will look more natural, that people will not know that is wool. Yeah, that's what I'm just doing here now. After soaking it with hot water, I will take the towel, the places that the water did not touch, I will dip the towel inside the hot water and press it on the up, so that all of them can get the water, and they all be. You can see that this part that I dipped into the water and the part that I've not dipped is not looking the same. That one is fatter, and while the other one is slimmer. So that's why I wanted the hair to be very bulky when I put it inside hot water, it won't be too tiny. So I'll just continue with the hot water, after which I will take the towel and press on the up of the wool so it doesn't pain me, and also to flatten that part that wasn't able to get into the hot water before I go pour myself hot water. So, but yeah, this is what the hair looks like after the hot water pressing. And the guys, this hair is giving, like the hair is giving. I'm so proud of myself for trying out this yeye wool. And I'll go ahead and put my styling mousse, or I don't know, whatever you want to just put something just to make sure that the hair, there are no flyaways around the hair as you are finished making it, so it will give you that salon effect. And after that, I'll go ahead and oil my scalp with, I prefer to use my finger. Try to edge this thing, right? So guys, this is the final look of the hair. The hair is still dripping water. You can see it's still dripping. It's still dripping water. I hope you enjoyed today's video. Please give me a thumbs up, subscribe if you have not subscribed, and turn on the post notification, and share very important, share the video to anyone you know the video would be helpful to. And thank you all so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one.